Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week number 2 in the Pokemon Premier League. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steel Wings. We are here today taking on the Don Fanatic, who I've actually, in probably the 10 plus years him and I have both been doing this, we've never faced off. So I'm really looking forward to this. Also, shout out to new dads. Best of luck to you. It's been fun and I know you're going to do great. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe for more Pokemon Draft League content because we got the PPL going on and SPL Season 4 is coming out soon, our Almost Any Ability Draft League, which is going to be great. Looking forward to that. Of course, if you guys are excited for today's video, leave a like. It goes a long way in supporting the channel. You know what else supports the channel? Using code CBAD at advanced.gg, you can use code CBAD to save 10% off your order. That's right, we're sponsored, boys, now. Drinking some Peach Mango Hydration, caffeinated products. Make sure you're 18 and up or talk to your parent or guardian. We are going into a pretty scary matchup, but I think we've got the 6 that we need to bring it on. I did, as you can see, I fired our assistant coach. Just kidding. I just moved her bed behind me. She is not here with me today, but thinking some of that feedback went into last week's unfortunate loss, but we're looking to rebound very heavily this week. 9-week season. We got to put the foot on the gas and just really get to town on making sure we can hit some playoffs. So all that being said, you guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Terapagos, Annihilate, Weavile, Fezandipiti, Jirachi, Gastrodon, Shaman, Volcanion, Tornadus, Charjabug, Impidimp, and Yanma. Jirachi and Volcanion are Don Fanatic's 2 Terra captains. If I had to take a look at 6 and see what's going to show up, I think Terapagos and Weavile definitely show up. I think Annihilate shows up. I think Shaman shows up. And then I think both Volcanion and Jirachi do both show up. I don't think something like Gastrodon is going to come to play. I don't think Fezandipiti is going to be there. I don't think Tornadus, Charjabug, Impidimp, or Yanma are going to be there. Those were some of the freebie points that we got in the league, so I don't know. They could. They very well could. But I don't think they're going to show up. I don't think they're going to show up this week. As far as the team comp itself goes, I mean, super scary team comp that we're going into. Lots of options for hazards with things like spikes, rocks, and webs. Hazard removal, only form of hazard removal is with the Rapid Spin on Terapagos, so that's going to be something cool. But lots of just, I think, a good variety of, like, momentum. I think a lot of good variety and disruption from my opponent. So, but I think, of course, that we have the 6 that we need to take him on. So, first and foremost, Pokemon we are bringing is Voidworm the Dragapult. Now, he's holding a Culver Berry with the Clear Body ability. We have Hex, Will-O-Wisp, U-Turn, and Draco Meteor. 252 EVs in HP, 132 in special attack, 124 in speed with a timid nature. What this does for us is allows us to outspeed Weavile by a few points. So max speed Weavile hits 383. Normally, I would want to hit 384. So a Scarfer looking to be conservative on EVs is going to hit 385. I'm going to hit 386 to hit that creep. Doesn't really do too much as far as the bulk goes, investing just a few, 12 EVs or so in speed to get to that point. And it really just sets us up on the right foot. Now, they could go with a speed creep on the speed creep to hit something like 387 or 388, and if that's the case, great. I've been outplayed, but that's where that speed investment comes into. Will-O-Wisp and Hex looks really, really nice into this team. Being able to burn Weavile, Jirachi, being able to burn Annihilate is going to be crazy good, and then just being able to spam Hex. Hex normally a base 65 power ghost type move, but if it is a target does have a status ailment, it does double, all of a sudden becoming 130 base power. So specifically on, I don't want to stay in on Weavile too much. We've got the Culver Berry to take the dark type move from Weavile if we so need to. Will-O-Wisp, very nice, like I said, just being able to get those burns on there and just really compound some damage on there. Draco Meteor, great burst damage if we do need it. And then U-Turn just to pivot out and get some additional momentum, get us out of there pretty safely. Faster than the entirety of the team, looking to keep it that way. Next up, we've got Rockcore the Hydrapple. We are bringing one of our Terra captains this week. She is rocking her leftovers with the Regenerator ability. Nasty Plot, Fickle Beam, Giga Drain, and Earth Power. We are running Terra Water this week as a defensive Terra. 252 EVs in HP, 32 in defense, 140 in special attack, 84 in special defense with a modest nature. With this spread, it is very hard for Volcanion to 3-hit KO us, which is great. Of course, Terra Electric all of a sudden becomes a little bit of a problem, but we'll take a look at that. It is an open Terra declare it preview type of a situation, so we'll take a look into that. But a lot of good bulk just to be able to handle some of those special hits a little bit better once we terrestrialize. Defensively, we're able to help out with things like Weavile. About things like Jirachi as well. Being able to go for a Nasty Plot, I mean, 140 with a modest nature, 140 investment in EVs with a modest nature. We're doing a lot of damage naturally, but then also at +2, we're doing an insane amount of damage. Of course, Giga Drain, we're going to get some recovery on top of our leftovers. Earth Power, we're going to have a 10% chance to drop the special defense. Fickle Beam, we have a 30% chance that it's 160 base power move. So, Let's see how lucky we can get this week. Next up, we are bringing Heartblight, the Enamorus. She is holding her Life Orb with the Contrary ability. Running 4 attacks this week. Moonblast, Mystical Fire, Earth Power, and Superpower. 40 EVs in HP, 4 in attack, 252 in special attack, 4 in special defense, 208 in speed with a hasty nature. At 330 in speed, we are outspeeding Jirachi and below. We can't hit 329 because that's where our speed bump is, so we're going to hit 330. If there's any Scarfers that are looking to speed creep that, hopefully that comes into play there, but we hit our nature bump right there at 330 speed. Max special attack investments with things like Moonblast, Mystical Fire, and Earth Power doing that much more damage. 40 in HP to make sure that we have optimized EVs for Life Orb. We hit 299 HP, so our Life Orb damage is only doing 29 as opposed to 30. 4 in attack. I was originally going to run a Timid Nature, but I feel like the superpower, just having that additional investment, could do something. Could do something for us. Gives us a nice defense boost if we do need it. Primarily there to hit something like the Terapagos if we can break the shell. Obviously, the Terra Shell is going to make every hit not very effective. So, but if we do get a chance to get any sort of pre-existing damage off on it, superpower going to be a super effective move. Or if we can get a superpower off on something on the switch to boost our attack and defense, makes us that much more threatening. Moonblast, Mystical Fire, and Earth Power really do a number to his team. Moonblast into the Weavile. Moonblast into Tornadus, Mystical Fire, Earth Power into the Jirachi, Mystical Fire into the Shaman, Earth Power into Fezandipity, Moonblast into Yanma, and Mystical Fire into Yanma if it shows up, Moonblast into the Annihilate. We do need to be a little bit careful, though, because if there is a special attack drop, it can trigger Annihilate's Defiance. Same thing with the special attack drop from Mystical Fire. Superpowers we discussed for the Terapagos, Earth Power for the Volcanion, Impidimp, Gastrodon, Charjabug. Gastrodon being the only one that I could really see coming there, but Moonblast going to be doing a lot of damage to it if it's not a fully specially defensive set. Next up, we've got Red Fang the Scissor. He's holding his Choice Band with the Technician ability. We have Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Knockoff, and Dual Wing Beat. Max attack investment with an Adamant Nature, 212 EVs in special defense, 44 in speed. 44 in speed, we're going to outspeed a lot of the slower threats. This really is here to take a hit and then just do some big damage in return, whether it's through a slow U-Turn, whether it's some late game cleanup with Bullet Punch. But the investment specifically is for like a bulky no-speed investment Volcanion. Other than that, we're taking hits pretty nicely. We've got some good natural bulk with a base 100 defense, base HP. Special defense, just maxing that out to really take a little bit better hits from things like the Shaman, any non-fire choice locked Volcanions, things along those lines from the Terapagos as well that hopefully doesn't have fire coverage, but really Bullet Punch there just to do a little bit of late game cleanup. Does threaten the Weavile pretty nicely, which is great. Like I said, slow U-turns, knockoffs, Dual Wing Beat is there for super effective damage into the Annihilate. Next up, we're rocking Azure Blade. She is holding her Muscle Band with the Moxie ability, Swords Dance, Close Combat, Aqua Step, and Rapid Spin. 140 EVs in HP, 136 in attack, 228 in speed with an Adamant Nature. With this spread, we are outspeeding max speed Volcanion and below. We're able to take some of those water moves, provided we don't get a burn, go for a big close combat there at +2 with our attack investment with the Muscle Band. Close Combat and Aqua Step are doing a tremendous amount. We are able to get the Moxie boost upon knockouts. Rapid Spin is there to remove any sort of hazards, as we talked about. Lots of opportunity for things like spikes, rocks, potentially even sticky webs, so we'll want to be able to get those out of there. Last but certainly not least, we're bringing Dune Reaper the Crocodile. He is holding his Choice Scarf with the Moxie ability. I didn't want to bring, we've got 2 Moxie Sweepers potentially. I did not want to bring an Intimidate user because the last thing I need is for Defiant Annihilate to do Defiant Annihilate things. 84 EVs in HP, 252 in attack, and 172 in speed with an Adamant Nature. With our Choice Scarf, we are outspeeding Scarf Volcanion and the rest of Dom Fanatic's team, which is great. Scarf Rocks could be nice if I can force something out, if I can bring this in on something like a Jirachi, on something like a weakened Volcanion, maybe force a switch and being able to get those rocks up late game for a Terapagos that does not have heavy-duty boots. That'll be nice. Earthquake spam looks really nice once I can start to wear down the team, as does Knockoff, and then we are also running Gunk Shot for Shaman if we do need to pick that off. But that is going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys at the battle. We are here for the Week 2 battle in the Pokemon Premier League, going against the Dom Fanatic. Super stoked for this matchup. If you guys didn't watch the team builder, you guys can see the 6 that I'm bringing on screen. Leave a like if you like Draft League content. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys at Team Preview. All right, so we've got the Terapagos, we got the Volcanion, we've got the Annihilate. We do see Fezandipity, so we see Fezandipity, no Jirachi. That's all right. That's all right. And then we don't see Shaman, we see the Tornadus. All right, and we have not gotten the, looks like we're getting that now. Terra Water Volk. All right, perfect. Okay. So lots of Defiant users, potentially with the Tornadus. I'm not sure if that'll be Prankster or not. I don't, Tornadus is interesting because it's got some niche coverage here. No Shaman, I feel pretty safe leading with Hydrapple and getting Terra off, quite honestly. No Shaman makes me feel pretty good about that. That was the only real cause for concern I had on that one. It's Terra Water Volcanion, so I'm feeling better about that too. So if I can, I might actually hold Terra in front of a Volcanion lead. Therapagos is going to be here. Rapid Spinning. Weavile. Could be like a Scarf Ape. Could be like Tailwind Prankster Tornadus. I'm not 100% sure on that, but just trying to make sure. I think I've got everything here. We said our good luck, have funds. We'll take a look and see what is up first. And try to get some good damage going off. I was thinking about a Scissor lead, but against like Tornadus, it could have Heat Wave, which I don't. You never want to take those 4 times effective moves, right? You never want to do that. Never, ever have I ever. All right, who are we leading off with? Hey, it's me, that guy you were just watching, here to tell you that this video is sponsored by Advance. As a dad, somebody who works full-time, as a husband, as somebody who runs 2 YouTube channels and live streams, I don't have enough time in the day, but I can make the most out of my time with just a little bit of help from one of the best products on the market. Advance has a bunch of different lines of products, including their Focus Blend, which just came out with a new flavor, Peach Rings. It's fantastic. That helps me power through my editing, helps me get up early in the morning, helps me stay up late at night to crack out all the content you deserve while still being the best I can be around the house. They also have a hydration line as well for those of you, and I'm looking for it on my desk, those of you who aren't looking for any sort of caffeinated products but still want to make sure that you're being the best self that you can be. I love the hydration. I'm currently drinking some Peach Mango right now. Just got my Joey Poke-Aim shaker filled with that, trying out the Peach Rings Focus, and then also I'm very excited to try White Gummy Bear and Strawberry Lemonade Focus as well. It is a caffeinated product, so if you're under the age of 18, consult a parent or guardian before purchasing. Otherwise, click the link in my bio or head to usecodecbad.com to try yours today. Big thank you to Advance for sponsoring this video. Now back to Pokemon. Leads off with the Tornadus. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. I don't mind. I don't mind going for a Terra Water here. An offensive Bleakwind Storm kind of goes crazy. Does a little bit under half. But I'll just Terra and go for the Nasty Plot here and see what he wants to do. Let's see what he's got. Use code CBAD. Advance.gg. Use code CBAD.com. New sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What are we doing? I think you get Grass Knot. You get Grass Knot? I feel like you get Grass Knot. I feel like you get that. Is that going to do anything to me? Yeah, still a 3-hit KO after leftovers, so I don't mind going to +2 and then dropping a Fickle Beam off somewhere. All right, we're going to get Terra on immediately, which is great. Let's see what we got cooking with this Tornadus here. It's always going to be fast for me, so we're not going to get any Prankster information right off rip. They also go for a Nasty Plot. Ooh, okay. All right. All right. So now, actually, at +2, Grass Knot does have a 31% chance to OHKO. However, I'm clicking Fickle Beam. Ooh, that might kill me. The crit. 50% chance to OHKO if it's max. Little unfortunate. Tornadus KOs with Hurricane. Okay. Little unfortunate. Little unfortunate, but we can recover here. I think the play is... I can go into... Let's go into Dragapult and drop a Draco. At the very least, that'll put it into... At the very least, that should hopefully put it in range of Scissor. So let's go for that. Like I said, 50% chance to OHKO from full with the Hurricane, depending on the set, if it is max special attack timid. So I'm not too bent out of shape on that one. It's the game we play. Let's see what we can do to get this Tornadus in range of Scissor. Bandit Bullet Punch should be doing some good damage afterwards there. Let's dodge a Hurricane. How about that, huh? We got the Colbur Berry. Yep, okay, reconnect. Beautiful. Does... yeah, okay. That's offensive damage. Misses the Hurricane. Great, I'll take that. I will take that. And we see Leftovers. So we both led with a Nasty Plotting Leftovers set. I've got a pretty decent chance to go for another Draco here and do some good damage. I'm going to go for it. Oh, did I hit the wrong button? I did! Damn it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're fine. We're having fun. We're having fun. That's oops on my part. Because now I need to dodge yet again. I need to dodge with... Let's dodge with Crocodile. Hit the wrong button. Damn it. That's fine. We can always revenge it on the next turn with another Draco. There's the Hurricane again. I do not dodge. Can I live? I do not live either. Damn. All right. First one wasn't my fault. Second one was my fault. That's what I get. I thought I hit down enough times. I'm going to blame controller issues on that one. Performance issues. Bullet Punch looks like to be a free KO, so I'll go out into Scissor here. 72 to 85. Now I could be aggressive here. So what would come in? Probably the Annihilate. Probably the Annihilate. Bullet Punch is safe. I need to play aggressive to get back into the game. I'm going to do a Wing Beat on the Annihilate coming in. If not, then I just lose half my team to a Tornadus because I played too aggressively. I don't think I played too aggressively. First turn, 50% chance knocked me out, then Fat Fingers. In order to make up for that, I do need to play a little bit of aggressively. I think a defensive Annihilate is the best play here. To take the Bullet Punch to boost your Rage Fist. Take U-turn. Has the Heat Wave. Shit. Alright. Alright. I'm dropping a Draco on this thing. Right now. And we're going to get back in the game with Enamorus and Quackreval. There we go. I hit down enough times. Now the withdrawal happens. All right. Who's taking the Draco? Pheasantipity? Pheasantipity. All right. Let's get back in it. Let's get back in it. Let's go for a Will-O-Wisp in case it's a physical technician set. Any sort of damage I can get on this thing will be nice. Goes for Play Rough. All right. We dodge, which is great. I think some chip on this could be nice for Quackreval. But I could also just U-turn out into... How much is Hex going to do to this thing now that it's burnt, actually? Pheasantipity. Burned. Hex is doing a decent amount. I'll go for a Hex for here. It's not bad. Goes for U-turn. Okay. Are you Toxic Chain? You are Toxic Chain. Okay. That's probably AV from that damage, if I had to imagine. All right. All right. We're getting information here. We are getting information. Goes out into Terrapagos. All right. I think, again, burning this for the sake of burning this is going to be nice to break Terra Shell. I'll do that. Spread a little bit more damage. Goes for the rock polish. All right, understandable. Thank you. Have a nice day. Now you're going to be faster than me, so I'm going to go for a U-turn here and try to get a slow turn out into something like Enamorus or Quaquaval to get a big hit off. Hopefully take a hit from you. Let's see what we can do. Goes to the Ice Beam. Okay. I can live that, which is great. We're going to get some chip damage off. I need to do some big things with Quaquaval here. And I think that involves going for an Aqua Step, hopefully. Or going for a Rapid Spin on the Volcanion switch, maybe. Let's do that first. Let's Rapid Spin, hopefully, into the Volcanion. Terra Starstorm. Okay. All right. Get a little bit of damage up here. I do not believe I take another one of those. I do not believe I take another one of those. So I will try to go for the close combat here. Oh. In comes Annihilate. Okay, okay. I respect it. I respect it. It's good plays, good plays. I'm going to click Swords Dance here. I've got really nothing else to keep me in the game right now to keep me from getting 6-0'd. So I have to hope they like go for a bulk up or a base 50 Rage Fist. I feel like that's all I can do. Withdraws Annihilate. Okay, into the Volcanion. Okay, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to go for it. Withdraws the Volcanion. Okay. Goes back onto the Annihilate. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Go for the Aqua Step here. +2. Good damage. Good damage. Rocky Helmet. All right. All right, that's going to take me out. Damn it. Annihilate. KOs. Quaquaval with Rage Fist. Okay. Rage First. Rage Fist. There we go. Okay. Let's bring out Enamorus. Let's bring out Enamorus. Go for a Moonblast here. Hopefully get a kill. Maybe. Maybe, potentially. Don't get 6-0. There we go. Enamorus. KOs Annihilate with Moonblast. All right. Not a 6-0. Can we bring it down to better than a 5-0? I thought that Rocky Helmet Ape, that was good. That was good. In comes Volcanion. Okay. So when you Terra Water here, Moonblast is still my best play. Hopefully get a special attack drop. Steam Eruption's still going to hurt me if it's Specs. If it's not Specs, I might live, depending on the roll. There's Terra Water. No special attack drop? Scald. Okay. Ooh, is that Specs? It feels Specs. That feels Specs. That looks Specs. All right. A Toxic Dragapult against the world. Toxic Drag pulled against the world. I'm going to go for Hex. Don't go into Pheasantipity, please and thank you. There's Pheasantipity. All right, I made one read right. Every other read went wrong today, but it's okay. Another Hex might actually knock it out. Another Hex might actually knock it out. It might not. I'm going for Drake on the Trapago switch. Nope. Okay. That's it. GG. Okay. Little unfortunate. Oh, I'm going to die to toxic damage. That's what it is. Dragon Bolt dies to toxic chain. Yeah, no. I fat fingered a move, and then I thought I made the appropriate play. I thought it was pretty aggressive. And unfortunately, the over-aggressiveness took me down one, losing Scissor immediately, which is unfortunate. Because it would have died to a Bandit Bullet Punch, and we might have had a little bit more staying power in the game. But that is going to be it for week 2. We did not get 6-0'd, which is all I am looking forward to at the very end of the day when I throw that badly. But hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like. Definitely go check out Don Fanatic's channel. Link will be in the description as well as the rest of the coaches. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. And I'll see you guys next week for game day. Later.